Good evening, my friends. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm really happy because Alan is coming back this evening, so it'll be good to see him. And so I'm going to make some dinner that if he arrives later than expected, it'll be really easy to warm up. And to do that, I'm going to use my stack cooker. I just need to get my stack cooker. And I absolutely love my stack cooker. Hi Darcy, hi Wendy. This has served me so well. You've had a very busy day at work. I guess you're getting more clients in, are you, Darcy, because of Christmas? Is it like a hardware place that you work for? I can't remember, but it sort of rings a bell. And I guess everybody's coming in to get little kits of this and that, and perhaps you sell decorations. I'm not really sure, but it's definitely a busy time for us at Tupperware. And this week is going to be a crazy week, I think, as everybody competes for our Black Friday sales. I'm pretty lucky because I always do a sale on Friday. So I am, it's like a Home Depot, that's what I thought. So on Friday, I will be doing my Black Friday live sale. So there are going to be some really good bargains for everybody because it's the time to make that happen. And of course, tomorrow I have my unboxing event and I already have about 8 boxes, I think. So we'll see whether any more arrive tomorrow. So it's going to be a good unboxing. So if you've never seen the stack cooker before, it is something that we can cook in layers. So today I'll be using the base for rice. The middle layer, I'm going to be making my chicken Aurora. I don't need my colander level today, and I'm going to use the lid as a lid and not as another low level, because it could be a third level where maybe I would make a crumble or something. You're skipping the Black Friday sales? Okay, so I mean, I'm not particularly big on Black Friday myself. It's a very North American thing. It's spread around the world a little bit now, but it is not something I ever knew when I was living in England or even in Australia. But I understand it's the day after Thanksgiving in the US, and so they go out spending. So I understand now where it comes from, but we found it really strange. The first year we were like, what the heck is Black Friday? But anyway, now of course we have Black Friday, Business Saturday, Cyber Monday. So it's a weekend really of blitzing. It's like it's out with the old and in with the new. And I think that's how many people look at it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to make this chicken Aurora. Now I pre-peeled the last of my carrots. So I'm going to cut those up because I don't use mushrooms. I'm going to put those in instead. I have 3 little garlic cloves. You always go to the States for it. Yes, you probably get really big bargains there. And I've got a sort of, I would say on the small size onion, but big enough for this recipe. We don't need it to be saturated in onion. So, you know, this afternoon I had all these plans about what I was going to do, that I was going to have a nap and all that. But unfortunately, I got a letter from the tax man telling me that I still owed some money, which is actually not true. I paid the money earlier in October. But when I called the department, of course, you know, you always wait ages to talk to anyone. When I called them, they said, oh, they've allocated it to the wrong account. So I said, well, can't you allocate it to the right account so that my debt is cleared? And it's true for Alan too. And they said, no, you have to call the other department and tell them they've got your money and it should have gone into this other account, which is what I did. But, you know, a 10-minute call, it turns into 30 minutes. The person you're dealing with doesn't know how to move the money and then tells you you should be paying other money anyway for installments. And so like an afternoon just disappears with a simple problem. Anyway, I think it's fixed now. But the bad news is, of course, they would not let me do Alan's. So he's going to have to do the same thing tomorrow. At least he won't have to call the first number. I can give him the second number and say, just tell them they've got it in the wrong account and shift it over. Hopefully they will be able to do that. So yeah, simple things turn into big things with the tax department, I find. So now I'm going to chop up my onion and my garlic, and we're going to cook those first. And what I'm going to do is, this recipe says to have 2 tablespoons of butter. So I'm going to use the butter right now to cook my onion and garlic. So let me get this. So I'm going to put that in there. Actually, I'm just going to scrape off the very outside. So I really don't like the taste of the butter on the outside. And sometimes the taste of that can ruin everything else. Let me get rid of that. I hate having to throw away bits of butter, but I'd rather be able to eat it without the taste than have a problem with it. Okay, so we're going to put the onion and the garlic into the container. So I'm guessing, Darcy, no, it is never fun, is it, Wendy? I'm guessing, Darcy, that if you're a Home Depot type of place, do you sell all sorts of things like baths and wash basins and all that sort of thing? The reason I'm asking is because we've decided that we're going to just renovate our little bathroom downstairs, and I'm going to renovate my lobby as well. I haven't done any preparation for it. I just know I want to do it. And so I rang my builder who did the whole of my house before, and he said, yeah. He said, we can do it in February while you're in Australia. So I thought, oh, that's good. And then he said, I can come tomorrow to talk about it. Alan's going to kill me when he comes home because I haven't been able to warn him, and I haven't done any research yet into what bath we like, what sort of things. So Darcy, if you can send me any popular models, then I will at least have something to look at. We just really started selling, okay? So, yeah, so I really just want to have a white bathroom. That's it. I want to upgrade the tiles, probably change the bath in there, although there's nothing really wrong with the bath. But I'm going to talk to Rob when he comes tomorrow. You only in New Brunswick, okay. But you might have some idea of the models and things. But I'm going to... I'll talk to Rob tomorrow because he's a very practical guy, so I'm sure he's going to be able to help me hide the fact that I really have done no preparation. you're redoing your bathroom next year. Yeah, it's a nice thing to do. We've been in the house for 12 years now, and actually 13 years now, and we've never done anything to the downstairs bathroom or to the lobby coming in. So I thought I'd like to have one of those cupboards with, you know, the folding doors that slide open. I hate them. So I want to get rid of that and open that area up a bit. So I'm going to ask Rob about that too, and maybe get some shelving fitted in so that we've got better space to store. Your best brands are MAAX Max and Miralyn. Okay, I'm going to have a look at that tonight when I have some spare time later on. Okay, let me cook these 3 minutes at 80% power. So I defrosted my meat earlier, so I'm just gonna empty out the excess juice, and then I'll bring that back over here. Okay, and just wash my hands. And I have a bit of time, so what I'm going to do is wash my rice. So we're going to do a cup of rice, and I'm just going to put it in my colander. Not the Tupperwave colander, the stack colander, because the holes are too big. But I'll put it in my white colander and rinse that, because I'm thinking about it right now. Okay, so I've rinsed the rice and I'll put it on here. And the other thing I need to do is cut the carrots into decent pieces, and they will go into the pot. I guess I could have put those on. I might just put these on for a couple of minutes, but I like them to be firm. Hi Susan, how are you? How was the pickleball this afternoon? You didn't fall over it, did you, or anything? Okay, I'm going to keep this one for Mr. Killian. Actually, I don't know where he is. Killy? Here he is. I thought, where's he gone? Do you want some carrot? Oh, he says, oh, are you offering? He's looking at me very suspiciously at the moment. Okay, so I've got, as you can see, quite a lot of different colors here. Would you like some of this, mate? He says, okay. This is the end of my rainbow carrots, that job lot that came with loofah, and they have just been so delicious, these carrots. So what is everybody else making for dinner tonight? You didn't fall good. Oh, you sent me the info? Excellent. I will prepare that. I can't understand how I missed doing it, but I think I was a little distracted trying to get other things organized. Okay, so I've got a nice little selection of colored carrots there. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put them in here with, smells nice because I use butter. So I'm going to put these in here. I'm just going to cook them, not really to cook them, but to heat them up. So I'm going to just cook it for 1:30 at 80%. Okay, and Alan is on his way back from Philadelphia. So they left there about 9:30 this morning, but he wasn't sure how long it would take, but he says it takes 8 hours just driving. He said, but for sure we'll stop. So I'm expecting him around 6 o'clock, I think. So there we go, 2/3 of a cup of chicken broth. I need a whole little can of tomato paste. Is there a different, you know, not that much. There is a little bit of a different taste, but I really like buying the rainbow ones. But the ones, I think it's more, is there a different taste if they're cooked, I don't know, in the right environment? I mean, these ones we had were absolutely delicious. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take off the top and the bottom. I won't take the bottom off just yet. I've got that. I need 3 tablespoons of flour to go in here as well. So I can smell the carrots, so I know they've cooked a little bit. Okay, before I do that, I'm going to take back this, and we're going to mix all the ingredients together. Where's the blade? There it is. So, let's take off this. I don't need to do that. I've already done it. It's this bit. That's why I'm like, what am I doing here? Okay, take that bit off. And now I can just push all of that through. And because there's no sharp edges, I have no danger of splitting my silicone. Look at that, all of it out. So that's one of my magic tricks, for getting that. Okay, and now I need to put in my chicken broth and put that in there. Make sure that all the chicken, okay, and I need to add 1/3 of a cup of cream. Oh, I just about got 1/3 of a cup. 1/3 of a cup of 35% cream. And I think that is it for the liquids. So we'll mix this up together. We'll put the chicken in the middle. Okay, that looks like a nice Aurora sauce. So I'm going to put the chicken in here. Mix all that. I'm going to put some pepper in here. I'm not going to worry too much about salt because there's plenty of salt in the chicken broth. Okay, so nice bit of pepper and just a little bit of salt. Okay, and I need to put in some flour, and obviously the flour is only there to thicken up the sauce. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons in, and the flour will mix with the butter that's already been used to cook the veggies. Okay, so there we go. That's the flour all mixed in. And now all is left to do is to add in the sauce. So add in the sauce. And make sure we get all the sauce in. And I'm really looking forward to eating this because it's one of those meals that every time I make it, I say to myself, oh, I should do that more often, and then I forget. So just make sure all of your chicken is covered, and everything, in fact, is covered in the sauce, so that when you cook it, it hasn't got a chance to dry out. Okay, so that's the chicken Aurora. I've got the rice. I just need to add water. So I'll just put the water in the bottom. Just added a sprinkle of salt. So I'm going to put this on the top, and hopefully I haven't forgotten anything. Oh, what I have forgotten is there's some sauce here on the lid. So let's make sure that we... Okay, well done, Mel. Make sure that we include that. We don't want to waste it. There we go. So I have all the sauce in now. So I'm going to put the lid on here and put this in the microwave to cook at 90% power. And I'm going to cook it for probably 27 minutes, I think, because there's quite a chunk of chicken in there. And I want to make sure it's well cooked. is it from me today. I'll try and remember to do a photo at the end, or no, I'm really horrible at remembering to do photos. Usually because by the time it's cooked and I'm ready to eat, I'm starving. So then I forget to take a picture. So this week is all about Black Friday. I will be doing an unboxing tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have some other stuff to show you. And on Wednesday that we'll have our Tetris bingo, and on Thursday I may do a pre-Black Friday something for my messenger group people, and then the live sale on Friday. So it's going to be a busy but fun week, I think. So I look forward to seeing you, and of course got to finish selling off those Advent bags. So if you're not part of my VIP group yet, you might want to join. I'm offering $25 Advent bags with a minimum value of $60 in each bag. So if you're not part of my VIP group, either send me a message to work out how, or I will post it after this has finished in the comments for you, so you can join via that. And why not take advantage of some extra Tupperware for Christmas? Okay guys, thank you very much, and I will see some of you tonight on the course tonight, which is all about your kitchen. It's always a very good course given to us by Melissa, who is one of our excellent managers in the Tupperware Les Diamants organization. So take care. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Susan. I think I saw Sin here, and Darcy. Really nice to see you this evening. Have a great evening. Bye for now.